What's up guys? In today's video, it's time for a mini cut. It's been 18 months or a year and a half since I've sought any kind of fat loss. I competed last in the fall of 2018, specifically November of 2018, and it's time for me to jump on a mini cut. I've been in a caloric surplus the entire time, have not sought any fat loss this last 18 months, and I've been enjoying some food. My weight's definitely up. I've still been keeping track of my macros, but it's time to start dialing things back down. At the start of this mini cut, I was 210 pounds to roughly 212 pounds on any given day. I was still weighing myself at least once a week to keep track, just to make sure I wasn't gaining too much weight. But then there reached a point where I noticed that, okay, my strength's not necessarily getting any better. I'm definitely not looking any better. And that I was just getting a little bit uncomfortable with the amount of food that I was having to consume. I was eating about 4,000 calories a day. Some days I hit it just fine. Other days it was a little bit more difficult for me. So with that being said, I wanted to go over my strategy for this mini cut to help you guys kind of understand how I approach my mini cut for myself. Now this may be a little bit different than some other people's approaches, but this is what I'm currently doing. So first and foremost, a mini cut in my opinion should be aggressive. It shouldn't be a prolonged diet by any sense of the mean. So you want to get in, get your work done, and get out. With that being said, I'm being pretty aggressive with my rate of loss and especially my caloric restriction. Now, as I said, I was eating about 4,000 calories a day. Now, when people say, okay, you know, I want to start to lose weight, everyone thinks that, okay, if I don't eat 500 calories a day, then I'll lose 1 pound a week. 500 calories less a day, then I'll lose 1 pound a week. You know, 3,500 calories is 1 pound of fat, everyone knows that. But with that being said, when I was in a surplus, I wasn't necessarily gaining weight every single week, but I wasn't maintaining weight. You know, it would kind of jump up and down. So with that being said, I can't just take it down 500 calories and expect that to be my deficit. Since I was in a surplus, you have to go from your surplus not only to maintenance, but then also in a deficit. So what I did is I cut my total calories almost by 900 calories in a given day. Now I know that may be extreme, and for example, this is what my macros did, and I have my computer right here. I went from 260 grams of protein to 245. I went from 500 carbs to 350 carbs. I went from 95 grams of fat to 70 grams of fat. And that comes out to 3,010 calories. So like I said, you know, almost 1,000 calories. It really comes out to, you know, 885 calories precisely. So you can't get caught up in making small changes coming out of the gate for a mini cut. If I went from eating 500 carbs a day to even say 475 a day or 450, I probably wouldn't have seen any movement. Now it's only been a few days. I started my diet on Tuesday because I found out, or excuse me, Wednesday, because I found out we weren't going to the Arnold Classic. So I said, well, I might as well start my diet now as opposed to after the Arnold when I was gonna get home. And my weight has gone down significantly. And I'll do a follow-up video later on about how my weight's moving, but it is moving, just know that. And it's because of that aggressive change at the very beginning. You can't wait around making small changes for a mini cut, because my plan is to only go at this about 8 to 10 weeks maximum. Other than that, it would just be, you know, getting into that too long a period of time. So for me personally, I'm trying to lose about, you know, 1.5 pounds a week on average. So we'll see how things go. I will definitely do an update video for you guys to know how it's going. Obviously be updating like my Instagram accounts and Facebook accounts as well with weekly pictures and things like that, judging my progress. But that's my approach to this mini cut. And this is kind of a step for me getting back to getting competition shape. You know, as I said, I started this mini cut at about 210 pounds. And last time I competed, my stage weight was about 168 for a low. So that's significantly high for my stage weight. Obviously that was, a year and a half ago, so I've gained some decent amount of muscle. But with that being said, it's time to bring it back down. Next time I plan to compete might be, in 2021, 2022. So we'll see. I'll probably be about 175 pounds, my guess. Maybe even a little bit less than that. But with that being said, I want to get a little bit closer to striking distance, keep it a little bit tighter from here on out, whether it is 2021 or 2022. I want to be within a little bit closer striking distance to my stage weight. So this is the first move in setting up my competition season, whether it's a year and a half from now or 2.5 years from now. But hopefully you guys found this video informative, understanding how I'm personally approaching my mini cut, and I'll obviously share the results with you as the weeks go on. As always, guys, keep dominating every aspect. I'll see you soon.